Good afternoon. It's time to do business. So I guess you remember how cheap it was to really travel domestically, because by some 4 years ago, we had so many of the airlines, and therefore competition actually drove the prices down. Guess what? We're going to really get there pretty soon, as a new airline, Unity Airline, has received its air operator certificate from the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, paving way for it to commence operations. This brings to a total of 3 the number of airlines now operating in the domestic aviation industry, following a regime of monopoly. Speaking at the presentation of the air operator certificate, Minister for Aviation Kofi Adda said with 3 airlines now in the domestic aviation space, the ministry is confident of better fares.
The airline, also known as Air Futures, received its air operator certificate, having gone through the 5 mandatory phases to qualify for an air operator certification by the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority. Officials of the airline presented the certificate to the Minister for Aviation, Kofi Adda.
We must apologize for that, work on that for 1 p.m. Meanwhile, the Minister for Aviation has hinted that it has gotten a number of investors who have expressed interest in partnering government to make the Tamale Airport the nation's cargo airport. According to him, some investors have already expressed interest.
At the Tamale Airport, where we can have a big cargo village, that will also provide another avenue for cargo to be received or taken out of the country from the Tamale terminal. It's a big project. Phase 2 is coming on stream, so we're making provision for dedicated cargo terminal there. There are a number of investors who have come. They're ready to go out there and develop this. We're going through the initial phases of entering into understanding with them, and they're bringing their concepts and looking at the costing, and then we'll come down to how much they're bringing on board and what government can get out of it, and whether we can take up that additional responsibility of supporting them to put up the infrastructure.
Let's do some pure water business now. And she used to sell 15 bags a day, but following the 50% increment, Alima is unable to even sell 4 bags. This is the story of other sachet water sellers, as the National Association of Sachet and Packaged Water Producers effected an increment about 2 weeks ago. Although some producers are yet to apply this change, the traders say it's affecting their businesses, causing them low sales.
Obviously, these hawkers have not welcomed the increment happily. Alima, who has been plying the trade for the past 3 years, tells me that formerly she made a profit of 2 cedis per bag. Although her profit will increase to 3 cedis per bag following the increment, customers are now unwilling to buy her water.
15 bags, 20 bags.
When it was 20 pesos, I was able to sell about 15 to 20 bags. But now, since the increase, I have not been able to sell 4 bags. I have sold only 3 bags since morning.
Not all sachet water producers have increased the price of their products. John Caxton Sasa, supervisor for Joy Kumenua Water, explains that they would have to conduct a survey before implementing the increment.
We just want to assess things before we can increase the production price. But for production, we are doing it. There are so many factors, like the fuel, when buying the water also, water cost also is one of these too. The management will sit down. We just can't wake up and say, oh, I've increased my price. But the management have to sit down and weigh it through all around.
He did, however, raise a point about the neglect of the smaller denominations of the peswa, explaining that this has partially influenced the 10 peswa increase.
The currency we are taking, people are not valuing the 1 peswa, 10 peswa in the system. So if you increase it 1 peswa, nobody will, they don't have it. They don't have the 1 peswa because we are ignoring the 1 peswa in the system. That's why we are making 20 pesos. Because if you buy, I can't change you 9 pesos. And where am I going to get the change of that small coins?
The failure to appreciate the lower denomination, that is the 1 peswa and 5 peswa, could be the cause of the sudden rise in prices, rounding to the 10th peswa. So we hit the street to find out if people would accept a 3 peswa change if water was to be sold at 27 peswas.
Even if they will increase it, it should be around. They can increase it by 1 peswa. That one will be better.
It will sound to me as if the 10 peswa or the 1 peswa is no more of use in the system. So it wouldn't be good to me.
Oh, like he's only the wedding. And 20 pesos now they are okay.
This is very bad for them to increase it. If we go back to use a 1 peswa, it will be very good.
1 pesos now they are okay.
So, I just bought a sachet of water for 30 Ghana pesos. I could have bought it at a lesser price, even though there is 50% increase. Some sachet water producers are attributing the 50% increase of sachet water to Ghanaians reluctant in accepting a lower denomination. That's 1 peswa and 5 peswas. So I'm asking, is it the price we are paying for neglecting our lower denomination? Alberta Bisiu reporting for Joy Business.
There'll be more business at 1 p.m. with Emmanuel Abuajiri, where the finance minister will be delving deeper or drilling down on the nation's budget announcement that was made on Thursday. My name is Odilia Ntiamwa.